School district leaders in the area are not shying away from telling how they feel about the upcoming pension reform. Monday evening, area school superintendents stood united on the issue.
Legislators will make the decision on our behalf, and this decision will impact taxpayers, school districts, local schools, classroom teachers, and ultimately every child that walks through the doors of our public schools.
For WCLU News, I'm Wes Royce with your top story at 7. I'm sitting in for Angela this morning because while a lot happened at the Glasgow City Council meeting on Monday night, just down the road on the same night in Bowling Green at Warren East High School, nearly every superintendent in the region held a press conference to voice their concern for Governor Matt Bevin's proposed pension plan.
For almost 25 years, a percentage of my paycheck has been taken and placed in a defined benefit program. I signed paperwork indicating a promise that I would do my part. Now, fast forward 20 years. Our governor is insisting the very ones who never missed a single payment make up for the lack of our elected officials keeping the promise.
Currently, the state retirement program is severely underfunded, and Governor Bevin and his staff have not yet proposed an official piece of legislation, but much speculation has been made about some of the things the governor has said that may be in that plan, including an additional 3% contribution from state employees.
The negative impacts that are being discussed and perhaps that will be revealed in the near future cause great concern for the prominence and viability of the Kentucky public education system. Speaking as a superintendent of a medium-sized school district, the costs associated with the governor's talking points will place a number of our state's public school districts in financial peril. Failure to fund education. Is this the best for Kentucky's children?
The three superintendents in Barron County, Bo Matthews with Barron County Schools, Cornelius Faulkner with Caverna Independent, and Keith Hale with Glasgow Independent Schools, told WCLU their concerns with what they're hearing out of Frankfort.
If we're not careful, well-intentioned legislation may do something that does irreparable damage to public education. And it's up to us to make sure everyone's fully informed and can make a decision, communicate that to our local elected officials.
At the moment, we have a teacher shortage in certain areas, and we're looking for teachers every year, and it makes it even hard to get a qualified person right now, to serve in the role of a teacher. So, it's tough all the way around, especially knowing that the colleges, the decline in the percentage of people going in that field is already down.
We calculated we could have up to 40 teachers retire in that period and just filling those spots, and a lot of those as administrative positions as well. And this, I guess, propaganda is coming out at a time that the people that we will hire in 5 years are the kids that are graduating this year, going into college, and trying to decide on a major.
Every time you turn around, when something happens, it seems like it happens to education. Without teachers, you don't have everything else. Everything else flows through the educational process. Give us what we need to do our job.
It's time to show some support for them and give our kids the hope that they deserve for a bright future.
The governor shared his talking points. We don't have the proposed legislation in hand. Right now, we can only speculate what's in the details. We've got to make sure that this proposed legislation doesn't wind up costing the Commonwealth more money. I think this is a critical time. We need folks to support public education. We know what it means to our Commonwealth, and that's our children. They're our greatest asset.
One person in the crowd, Stephanie Spence, who is Bo Matthews' administrative assistant, felt there was cause for concern.
Does it kind of irk you a little bit that...
It does. It's very aggravating, very frustrating. I see the cuts that public education takes on an ongoing basis and the sacrifices that are made, and then to have this attack on our mainstream teachers is big. Good teachers are hard to find. They've paid into the system, they've paid their part, and they're not getting the promise that were made when they first signed a contract in public education, in any shape or form. That's very disheartening, discouraging, and frustrating.
You know, educators, they don't have a backup plan to rely on Social Security in the future. They never have been able to pay into the system. That's why it's so important that we shore up our current system. That has to create some passion among certainly educators, and then we also need the public to understand all the things that have been proposed and what the consequences may be of this proposed legislation. And please make an informed decision. Let your voice be heard to the local elected officials.
Every superintendent who spoke at the press conference reiterated the importance of contacting your local legislature. That number is 1-800-372-7181. You can see the full press conference at watchwclu.com. This is Wes Royce with your Top Story at 7.